Yeah, I'm tired of all these noughties kids, man, claiming to be 90s kids. Like, just because you were born in the 90s doesn't make you a 90s kid. I'm a 90s kid. I know what it was like. You weren't there, man. You weren't there! Born in the 80s but raised in the 90s. In front of the TV's the place you would find me. On Saturday mornings, channel flicking between SMTV and Live and Kicking. Back when you used to have to wait for a show. Before the advent of Netflix and YouTube. I know every generation says the same thing, but they don't make them like they used to. I grew up watching Saved by the Bell, before the cast still had raging hormones. Before Jessie went on to make Showgirls, and before Screech starred in a porno. I was watching Boy Meets World, Mr. Cooper and Sister Sister. And if I remember correctly, the Teenage Turtles I like were heroes, not ninjas. I feel sorry for the kids today, cause they don't know the meaning of real animation. And even though Ghostbusters and Thundercats got remade, they're just cheap imitations. Whatever happened to the real cartoons like Ren and Stimpy and Captain Planet, the Rescue Rangers and Burt Raccoon and Inspector Gadget? Even presenters and mascots were better. Give me Andy Peters and Mr. Blobby. But I'm sorry, when it came to Jimmy Savile, even back then I could tell he was dodgy. Sometimes I just wanna go back to the days when Will lived with Carlton and Phil Banks, before Maggie shot Mr. Burns, when Maud was alive and Smithers was still black. This one's for all of my 90s kids, all my 90s guys and 90s chicks, who rock 90s clothes and 90s kicks, watch 90s TV and 90s flicks. This one's for all of my 90s kids who like 90s music and 90s hits. And if you weren't born before 96, you don't know what the 1990s is. This one's for all of my 90s kids, all my 90s guys and 90s chicks, who rock 90s clothes and 90s kicks, watch 90s TV and 90s flicks. This one's for all of my 90s kids who like 90s music and 90s hits. And if you weren't born before 96, you don't know what the 1990s is. I'm not a 90s baby or 90s man, I'm a 90s kid that like 90s jams. Before you could download tunes to your hard drive, when you had to buy them from Woolworths or our price. I was alive in the golden era of hip hop, but was too young for it at the time. I'd love to say I was a fan of Biggie and Tupac, but I wasn't till after they died. Cause I was too young to listen to Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre and the Wu-Tang Clan. But I was a fan of the Out Here Brothers, Babylon Zoo and that tune Scatman. And I remember in the school discos where Snow Informer was always spinning, way before we knew what it meant, when we thought meant rimming. I never drank Alizé, had Versace shades or wore Moschino, but you might have caught me with a panda pop in my Nafco jacket and spliffy jeans though. I didn't know about ecstasy, I thought Mitsubishis were a type of car first, cause the only sweets I was eating were opal fruits before they were Starburst. This one's for all of my 90s kids, all my 90s guys and 90s chicks, who rock 90s clothes and 90s kicks, watch 90s TV and 90s flicks. This one's for all of my 90s kids who like 90s music and 90s hits. And if you weren't born before 96, you don't know what the 1990s is. This one's for all of my 90s kids, all my 90s guys and 90s chicks, who rock 90s clothes and 90s kicks, watch 90s TV and 90s flicks. This one's for all of my 90s kids who like 90s music and 90s hits. And if you weren't born before 96, you don't know what the 1990s is. I was a 90s kid and a 90s gamer, back when it was still Nintendo or Sega, way before PlayStation and Xbox, when your only choice was a plumber or a hedgehog. Back then if you were stuck on a part that you couldn't get past and you needed an answer, you couldn't just look it up online, you had to go and ask Patrick Moore on Games Master. Back when toys were meant to be played with, not eBayed and stored in a basement. Pogs, Boglins, Mighty Max and Monster in my pocket were just some of my favourites. Ring Raiders and Micro Machines, these were the toys of my generation. And this is back when WWF still stood for World Wrestling Federation. So don't claim you're a 90s kid if all you are is a 90s baby, cause to be a real 90s kid you need to have been born in the 1980s. But pretty soon the tables will turn, and before you know it I'll be in my 40s, and it'll be your turn to write a song about what it was like growing up in the noughties. But till then, this one's for all of my 90s kids, all my 90s guys and 90s chicks, who rock 90s clothes and 90s kicks, watch 90s TV and 90s flicks. This one's for all of my 90s kids who like 90s music and 90s hits. And if you weren't born before 96, you don't know what the 1990s is. Yeah, all my real 90s kids, this one's for you. But to all my non-90s kids, please don't take offense, I'm just playing around. And to tell you the truth, I'm just jealous how young you lot are. Hey guys, this is Offbeat, and if you've enjoyed 90s Kid, make sure you download a copy of my brand new EP, People Watching 2, available to download absolutely free from my website, iamoffbeat.com/funky. Thanks for watching.